Alright guys, for lesson 4, today's lesson is going to be pretty simple because it really is just review. You can see we have a place value chart, we have our standard form, we're going to write it in word form and then expanded form. So I want to take this number 304,013 and I want to put it in my place value chart, but before I can do that I need to label. So I have ones, tens, hundreds, I have my 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s, and then my millions. And I know that my commas go ones, tens, hundreds, comma, or 1, 2, 3, comma, ones, tens, hundreds, comma, or 1, 2, 3, comma. So now I can go in and put these in the correct spot. I have 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. I have 110, 1. I have 0 hundreds, so I'm not going to do anything. I have 4 1,000s, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 0 10,000s, and then I have 3 100,000s, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write a 3. So now I want to take what I just put down and put it in word form. So remember, how you say it is how you want to write it. We have 300, 4, oops, that is not word form. We have 300, 4,000, comma, because remember that comma goes after the family names, and then 13. And that's how you say that number. We have 304,013. So now I want to take my chart again, and I want to write my expanded form. So I'm going to start from my biggest number. I know that I have 300,000. So that's 300,000 plus, I don't have any 10,000s, so you can put a 0 or nothing. I like to put a 0. Plus, I have 4 1,000. So 4 ones is just 4,000s. Plus, I don't have any hundreds. I do have 110, which is 10, plus 3 ones, which is just 3. So there's your expanded form again. This part should be simple, pretty simple, guys. Alright, moving on to our chart. Each place or each row is going to have something filled in, and you have to take what they've given you and create or figure out the other 2 boxes. So I have word form. So guys, please remember, with word form, you write it how you say it. This number right here is 61. So in my standard form, I'm going to write 61. I know that this word 1,000 means that I have come to a comma because it's a family name. 61,000. And then I'm going to look at this number. It says 47. Well, 47 looks like this. But we have to have 3 kids in our family, and we only have 2. 47, there's 4 10s, 7 1s, so in our 100 spot there has to be a 0. You could have also written out all of your blanks and labeled them, and you would have known that this is your thousands family. Those of you who typically struggle on writing standard form, this is what I want you to do. For expanded form, I'm going to take what I have over here and write it. I have 6 10s, which is 60, but it's in my thousands, so it's 60,000, plus I have 1 1, but it's in the thousands, so that's going to be 1,000, plus I have 0 hundreds, so I'm going to write a 0, plus I have 4 10s, and 4 10s is 40, plus 7 ones, which is 7. Alright, let's move to the next one. I suggest though for expanded form that you do label because it is so much easier. I'm gonna have a lot of y'all go that this is 60 and write 60 without that thousands family. Please label, guys. All right, going from expanded form, I like to go from expanded form to standard form. So I know that I'm going into the hundred thousands, so I'm gonna write my blanks. 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1. This is zeros, tens, hundreds, zeros, tens, hundreds, zeros. And we know that this is our thousands family. This is our millions family. All right. It says we have 400,000. So that means I have 4 in the hundred thousands. Then it says I have 8 thousands. It didn't give me 80. So that means I have 0 tens. Didn't give me 80. It said 8. So that means in my thousands, I'm going to write 8. Then it gave me 5 hundreds. So in my hundreds, I'm going to write 5. It did not give me any tens. So again, in my tens, I'm going to write a 0. And then in my ones, I have 2. So I'm going to write 2. So our answer here is 408,502. So again, how you read it is how you're going to write it in word form. We have 408,000. And remember, once you get to that family name, here's that family name, we're putting a comma. 408,502. And that's how you would write it in word form. All right. Last one. We have our standard form. So let's go from our standard form to our word form. So I see 1 comma, which means I'm going to be in my thousands family. So this number right here, I'm going to read as 210, but I have to include that last name of thousands. So 210,000, because we can't forget the last name. 210,000. Remember, when you get to a family name, that comma comes. And then this number right here is just 68. So we would write 60-8. Just like that. To write expanded form, I'm going to label ones, tens, hundreds. Ones, tens, hundreds. Because it's going to help me break apart each value of each digit. I like to start with the bigger one. I have 2 hundreds, but they're in the thousands, so that's going to be 200,000 plus I have 110, which is 10, but it's in the thousands, so it's going to be 10,000 plus I have nothing in my 1,000, so I'm going to write a 0, plus I have nothing in my 100, so I'm going to write another 0, plus I have 6 tens, which is 60, plus 8 ones, which is 8. As easy as that, guys. You just have to make sure you break apart each digit and its value and add them all together. Alright, last part. Yesterday, I noticed that y'all struggled with writing out the standard form first. I need y'all to do that because you're guessing and you're getting it wrong. We have 5 thousands plus 14 thousands. All I want you to do is add this 5 and this 14 together. Well, 14 plus 5, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have 19. And then we're going to add on that thousands last name. So that's 19,000. Then all you're doing is writing that answer in standard form. 19, what stands for thousand, comma, and then 0, 0, 0. That's it. Now, again, I'm going to take these numbers and multiply them. 10 times 4 is equal to 40, and then add in the 10 thousands. So it's 40, 10 thousands. Well, think about what we have to do when we multiply by 10. We're going to have to go up in our place value. So even though we're in 10 thousands here, over here we're going to have to write 100 thousands because we're going up. So 40 10 thousands would be equal to 400 thousands, which is written like this in standard form. Alright, and lastly, division, guys. Here's the trick again. We have 2 million. 2 million. 0, 0, 0, comma, 0, 0, 0, divided by 10. When we divide, we move down. So that means we have to take away a 0. So I'm taking away this 0. I'm taking away this 0. So now I have 2 and then 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I can go in and place my commas. 1, 2, 3, comma. So our answer is 200,000. For today's lesson on problem set, please make sure you pay attention to what you are doing. Use this as a review and use your strategies. All right, guys, get to work.